I had an epiphany the other day and I realized something about limerence that I had never fully put together before. For a long time, I thought limerence was just an intense attraction or maybe emotional attachment taken a little too far, like when we're not being mindful. But the more I've thought about it, the more I think for a lot of people, it actually starts much earlier than we realize. Sometimes it starts in childhood, and then if you grew up with inconsistent parents or caregivers, or people who could be loving one moment and then distant and unpredictable the next, your brain had to figure out how to make sense of that. And because when you're a child, you can't just decide your parents are unreliable and unemotionally safe and leave. And it's too overwhelming to even have those negative thoughts about your parents that are your security and your love and all these things. So your brain creates a different explanation and it decides the good version of them is the real version of them all the time, right? The loving version, the attentive version, the safe version, the best day that you've had with them. That's the thing we affix to. And then the bad moments, those get explained away. We make reasoning for them. We ration it out. Maybe they were stressed out. Maybe they were tired. Maybe something else was going on. Whatever lies we tell ourselves. So what you do as a child is you cling to those moments when things felt right. You hold on to them because that provides you more security and safety and feelings of love and deserving. And you replay those times and you hope that they will come back. And in many ways, that hope becomes the emotional strategy that helps you survive childhood. But the interesting thing is sometimes that same strategy quietly follows us into adulthood. And that's where limerence often shows up. Psychologists use this term, limerence, to describe an intense emotional fixation on someone, often someone who gives mixed signals or inconsistent affection. And so if that's the devil you know, but if you look at it a little deeper, it's often not really about the person themselves. It's about the moment when they showed up, the moment when you felt chosen, the moment when they were kind, charismatic, the moment they felt like the person you hoped they could be. So when they pull away, when they disappear, when they're inconsistent again and again and again, consistently inconsistent, you don't let that go. You hold on to that piece. You hold on to the version of them you once saw to be chosen. And you keep hoping that version comes back because a long time ago, your brain learned this powerful connection that's also very unhealthy. And if you just hold on long enough, maybe the good version of them will return or the person that you hope they could be. And that realization changes how you start to see certain relationships because sometimes we aren't chasing a person or we're not really into that person like we might think. We are on the high, on the addiction. We're chasing the moment that we first felt safe with them or happy with them or like we were connecting with them and building a life with them. And once you see that pattern clearly, a lot of things and relationships and people start to make more sense and why it really wasn't a genuine connection. It was more of an addiction. And so when we get to the root of where these things came from, why we have them, and then I'll give them grace, thank them for being there, thank them for serving you when they were able, and then pat yourself on the back and then kindly let them flow away because they're no longer serving you in adulthood. And be so real with yourself about your feelings and about the experiences that you're going through so that you can catch these patterns and dig deeper. I love you. I see you. Have a great day. Namaste.